folks, welcome back. I'm Lou Thomas, and thanks for tuning in to Highest Gear Reviews. Hey, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Got a lot more cool cars coming up and a lot more content to show you. So today I'm pleased to present with you the 2022 Alfa Romeo Stelvio Veloce. So this one here is a 2-liter turbocharged engine, 280 horsepower. It did borrow some things from the Quadrifoglio, which if you haven't seen that one, that's a pretty impressive vehicle. Great looking little vehicle. This particular color, hey, it might not be for everyone, right? But it's pretty cool, it's unique. It's called Okra GT. So this vehicle, like I said, features a 4-cylinder, 2-liter turbocharged engine, 280 horsepower, has an 8-speed transmission, adaptive cruise control, even has a carbon fiber drive shaft just for that performance. Dual rear exhaust on each end, looks really nice with kind of black tips on it. I mean, it has everything. 21-inch wheels, these really nice Alfa Romeo bright red calipers on it as well. Heated wash nozzles on the front. This one has a gigantic sunroof on it. Has pretty much every bell and whistle on this particular one, fully loaded. So this one here, I mean, it's going to run you about $50,000 or so, depending, what kind of deals you can make with the dealerships. But let's take a look at the Alfa Romeo Stelvio for 2022. As far as drivability in the 2022 Alfa Romeo Stelvio, it's a nice place. I mean, it's got the 2-liter engine in it, turbo obviously, puts out quite a lot of horsepower. I think it's around 280 horsepower or so. So it gets out of its own way. Alphas are always, of course, phenomenal handling cars. I mean, one of the nicer handling cars you can get. And this one holds true to that. I mean, real stable. Suspension, I guess, you can consider it a wee bit firm. I like it. It's a performance type suspension. The paddle shifters work real good. This one has pretty much every bell and whistle. Adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist. Lane keep assist is still not a huge fan of that on any car, really. I just think it's kind of like a false sense of security, in my opinion. But a lot of people like it. As far as the adaptive cruise control, I wish it would get a little bit closer in the closest setting. Leaves a bit of a gap where people, of course, jump in between your lane. But as far as drivability, no, nice car. Sounds great. Aggressive. It's just a fun feeling SUV. It's not a it doesn't feel like a big boat. It just feels like a fun SUV. Seats very comfortable, real supportive. I've got lots of headroom. I've got the sunroof in this one as well, so I'm kind of surprised I have a lot more headroom than I thought I would. But no, nice driving car. Gets up to speed real easily. Nothing really bad about it. Brakes work great on it as far as a SUV is this size. So no, as usual, nicely done as far as drivability from Alfa Romeo. Interior wise, it's an Alfa Romeo. They do a really nice job. I mean, just nicely finished vehicles, really nice soft leather, nice touching surfaces, nice shifter. I mean, Alfa Romeo, in my opinion, really does do one of the nicer interiors in the SUV market. Just nicely done. It's not overly complicated. Everything's pretty logical as far as what you'd want. Really nice performance steering wheel. These huge paddle shifters, which are column mounted, big in aluminum, I believe, so they feel really nice. Normal light controls over here. This particular one has, I believe, 3 memory seat functions on the driver's seat. Of course, power mirrors, everything you want. Big, huge infotainment center, Apple Play, Android system, all that kind of stuff. This one does have the lane keep assist, adaptive steering, cruise control, sorry. Has this cool kind of start button here, which you kind of got to get used to. At first, sometimes you're looking around like, where's the steering wheel or where's the start button? Right here. Nice climate control, very simple. Does the sync function where you can tie everyone's temperatures into one. Does have the DNA system where you can adapt the actual driving modes. At the moment, this is in economy mode. Then you can go to kind of a middle mode, just normal driving mode, then kind of a performance dynamic mode as well. Does have your USB outlet here, your cigarette lighter. Like I said, just really nicely done. This one has a gigantic sunroof, also has a home link system as well. Obviously you have your little storage area here. This one does have a wireless charging jacks. It has a couple more USBs back here, USB-C and that kind of stuff. Nice big cup holders, 2 cup holders up here. So yeah, all in all, nicely done. As far as the stereo goes too, I would play it, but get in trouble for playing people's music. but really nice stereo system. It's a Harman Kardon. I think it's like 14 speakers, and it really rocks. So once again, very nice place to be. Of course, telescoping steering wheel, electric seats, heated, all that kind of stuff. So yep, nice. Okay, so here we go. This is kind of one of the things I hear you guys like to see is, does a big guy fit in the car? So let's take a look. I'm not gonna lie, it's looking a little snug, but then again, it is kind of a, smaller sized SUV. But let's take a look. Normal driving position. I fit, okay. That's kind of a surprise. My legs are around a little bit. Headroom's not too bad, even though it has the sunroof in it, which drops the headliner down. Not bad at all. Good heater, vent controls back here. You've got some USB attachments here, or plugs as well. Obviously your power windows, and yeah, not too bad actually. See what this switch here does. Well, I think that's just to fold the seats down, but no, not too bad at all. I'm kind of surprised. So, like I said, a little bit snug, but then again, how many 6'5" people are you going to have in your Stelvio? Back end of the Alfa looks really good. I really like the way they styled the Stelvio. I do like these kind of black encased exhausts. Has kind of a new valance down here as well, which I think is taken off the high performance Quadrifoglio. Really nice looking car. Of course, the great Alfa Romeo emblem there. And of course, as you'd expect, electronic. You can close it or open it with the remote control as well. Quite a bit of room back here. I mean, it's a good sized trunk. Under here is kind of your spare tire setup. It's not a spare tire, it's just a pump and some spare tire kind of goo to plug up the punctured tire. You do have controls back here where you can fold the rear seats down, make it a flat panel here. There's also this nice kind of partition here just to give your cargo a little bit of privacy so people don't see what you have back here. There's a 12-volt DC here as well, and some little cubbies and everything like that. So yeah, nice, good room, practical little SUV. So here we have it, folks, the heart of the Stelvio. So like I said, 2-liter, 4-cylinder, direct injection, turbocharged, 280 horsepower. It's going to move you down the road. I mean, this is going to be one of the more fun SUVs that you'll ever get to drive. Unless, like I said, unless you step up to the Quadrifoglio, which is just insane. But anyway, this one, great little vehicle, pretty fuel efficient, and I think you're going to enjoy your Stelvio. There you go, folks, the 2022 Alfa Romeo Stelvio. Hey, if you want one of these vehicles and you happen to live in Colorado, or if you don't live in Colorado, it doesn't make a difference, they'll ship them anywhere. Swing by Mike Ward, Alfa Romeo, Maserati, Lamborghini. Talk to Matt Bilodeau. He'll hook you up with one of these, no problem. So again, thank you again. I really appreciate your time. Hey, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as well. It does me a huge favor, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.